Hey everyone, my name's Philip from Children's Hospital Ireland, and today, since I'm stuck at home, I'm going to be reading a short story to you guys, so I hope you enjoy. This is one that I read when I was a kid. It's the Little Stories for Bedtime, and it is called The Forgetful Little Fireman. And since I am very forgetful, this hits me right in the heart. So, Little Fireman Hugh of Fire Crew Number 2 was having his breakfast. He was just pouring in the milk into his cornflakes when the fire station bell rang. Ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. The fire chief stuck his head around the door. Hurry, hurry, he called. We're needed at Polly's pet shop. The animals have got out and Polly can't find them. There was no time to lose. Fire Crew Number 2 sprang right into action. You can see all the firemen there jumping up from the table, and then Hugh saying, oh, where's my hat? He's already started to forget things. Little Fireman Hugh was first to slide down the pole. He jumped onto the red engine. But he was in such a hurry he'd forgotten something. Wait, said the chief. You can't go in your socks. Silly. Oh, gadzooks, he cried. I've just forgotten my boots. He rushed right back upstairs. He pulled on his boots and he slid down the pole. Hurry, hurry, called the chief. We've got to rescue Polly's pets. You can see them all there, sliding right down the pole. And then Hugh... Look at him. He's so stupid. He's so silly. He's in his purple socks. Little Fireman Hugh jumped on and started the red engine. Wait, said the chief. You can't go without your helmet. The helmet. Look at that, cried Hugh. I've forgotten my hat. Fireman Hugh flew back upstairs. He snatched the helmet and slid down the pole. Hurry, hurry, called the chief. We've got to rescue Polly's pets. Geez, he'll forget his head next, said the crew. Look at him there, running back on. The crew's waiting for him, they're ready to go. They have to rescue Polly's pets. Little Fireman Hugh jumped into the driver's seat again. This time he made sure that he'd gotten everything. He's got his helmet, he's got his boots, he's got his jacket. Let's go. He started the engine and drove off. Wait, called the chief. You've left me behind. Good grief, cried Hugh. I've forgotten the chief. He looked back and he saw the chief puffing down the road after them. Look at him there, huffing and puffing, trying to get up the road. And then there's Hugh, speeding away in the car. Look at everyone watching him. Silly Hugh. He stopped the fire engine and the chief jumped on. Now let's go, cried the chief. We've got to rescue Polly's pets. Little Fireman Hugh drove down the road, engine fast, lights flashing. Wee woo, wee woo, let me through, went the siren. Car stopped to let the fire engine go by. Fire Crew Number 2 held on tight as they swung around the corners and raced through the traffic lights. At last they arrived at Polly's pet shop. Polly was waiting at the door. Thank goodness you're here, she said. There was a storm last night and all the animals escaped from the pet shop. I've looked everywhere, but I can't find them. What will I do if they don't come back? What will she do? There's Polly, and there's her empty cages in the pet shop, and there's the fire crew. I wonder where the pets went. Don't worry, Polly, said the chief. They can't have gone far. Fire Crew Number 2 will find them. Fire Crew Number 2 split up to search for Polly's pets. Little Fireman Hugh looked in Polly's garden. He looked in the flower beds. He looked under the bushes. He looked in the shed, but he didn't find any pets. Then a voice squawked, Who's a clever boy? Who's a clever boy? I can't find them anywhere. Can you guys see the first pet? I think I see him squawking up in the tree. Fireman Hugh looked up. Bring the ladder, he called. There's a parrot in the pear tree. Fireman Hugh climbed in the ladder. The parrot hopped into his shoulder. Soon it was safely back in its cage. Then Hugh had a look at Polly's house. He looked at the cupboards. He looked in the chimney. He looked under the table. But he couldn't find any pets. Then he heard a hissing sound coming from the kitchen. It's one of Polly's pets? I bet I know who it is. Look at him there. Got the parrot, giving it back to Polly. But wait, in the kitchen, can anyone spot the next pet? What pet makes a hissing sound? "Help," said Fireman Hugh. "There's a snake in the sink." Carefully, Fireman Hugh carried the snake back to Polly. Soon it was safely back in the box. "Do you mind? I'm having a bath," said the snake. "What? Look at that. How could a snake be having a bath?" Next, he went upstairs to look in the bedroom. He looked behind the curtains. He looked in the wardrobe. He looked under the bed, but he didn't find any pets. Then he heard snoring coming from under the covers. "I wonder who's snoring." "What animal snores?" "Well, I never," said Hugh. "3 puppies sharing a pillow?" Soon the puppies were back in the shop, along with all the other pets. "There you are," smiled the chief. "I said they hadn't gone far." "Thank you so much for finding my pet," said Polly. "The only one still missing is Tilda the tortoise." "I wonder where Tilda the tortoise is." "I do hope she isn't lost. Well done, fire crew number 2. Where's that naughty tortoise?" Now, look at them there. There's the snake, the parrot, the puppies, and the fire crew. Now, I wonder where that nasty tortoise has gone. I think I need to take a look for one of my pets. They might have gone missing. Give me a few seconds here. I still don't know where they are. Now, that reminds me, said Hugh. "I beg your pardon. I think I left your helmet out in the garden." Fire crew number 2 all laughed. Trust Hugh to have forgotten his helmet. But then they all went outside. They saw something very strange. Hugh's helmet was crawling off down the path all by itself. I wonder why it was crawling off. Do you guys know what animal crawls under helmets? I've no idea. So, Hugh picked up underneath and he saw Tilda the tortoise. "Oh, how clever you found Tilda," said Polly, and gave Hugh a big kiss. Fireman Hugh blushed, red as the engine. Sometimes he didn't mind being a little fireman who was a little forgetful all at all. And Tilda the tortoise was found safe and sound. And that is the end. There's the end there. You can see Polly giving him a big old kiss. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed